7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On this episode, we focus on marketing your salon on social media. Also, how do you deal with no-shows and layering fine hair, but still having that nice choppy edge to it. This and more. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the Matt Beck Show. Thad Bull and I is here.
Yep.
We are.
Am I a figment of your imagination?
You could be. We are here to answer all of your questions. We have some questions submitted on fsesocial.com, which is our social media website. If you guys haven't signed up for that, make sure you go sign up. I know that I keep begging you every video, but it's very important to me. So if you like this show and you like our videos, you have to become a member on fsesocial.com. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we have some questions from that community. Also, you guys use the hashtag #TheMattBeckShow on Instagram, Twitter, anywhere that you can use a hashtag. So I got some questions from that as well. So thank you guys for everyone. Whoa.
I'm not leaving on here anymore.
Thank you for everyone that has submitted questions to the show. Let's get started.
I was thinking Matt Beck leans on the table. I'm going to lean on the table. Nope.
I lean on the solid part.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you moved your hands so much. I mean, I should have known that.
Yeah. I can keep them solid so that you can.
Nah, that's all right.
All right, guys. So question number 1 comes from Carly Rosario from the FSE Social app. And she says, I need advice. I want to know how to market your business. Do you offer specials? Where are you marketing outside of social media? I'm a new stylist, and honestly, I'm off to a great start, and I never imagined it would be so good so soon. Sweet. But right now, 80% of my marketing is spent on social media, and I want to know how to up my game to bring in more clients. I think this is like a fantastic question.
I actually already answered this question on the FSC Social app.
You did?
Yeah, my response was, watch the Matt Beck Show.
So this is really cool. You saw this question on there?
Yeah, I was eating breakfast, and I saw it on there, and I answered the question with...
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
So... So our minds are connected at this point. All right, so Carly, this is what I would say. This is such a good question. Let's break it down. There's different parts of it. So do you offer specials? So when our salon first opened, I definitely offered specials. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think you should necessarily discount your services. What we did was we created memberships, which was cool. So it was like a monthly membership where people pay monthly. The great thing about that is they got a discount, but it was more like they were part of a club, and it kept their frequency of visit up. So the way that you create a successful business is that you base it around how often your guests are coming in and how many services you're doing per guest coming in. So we look at our software. We use Millennium software. And we look at our frequency of visit. We study that number. The industry average female guest is coming in about 5 times a year right now, which isn't very good. So if you can get that number up, that's what it's all about. So you want your salon to average around 8 to 10. 12 would be perfect. So really look at that stuff. I think a lot of people, if you have already built your clientele, I'm going to kind of move into the rest of the question. If you've already built your clientele, you feel good about the amount of people you have, maybe now it's time to cater to those people. You know what I mean? Like, don't look for more people. More people doesn't mean better business. More people means more complicated business, and now you're saturating your time with more people, so the quality goes down a little bit, and then what happens is you're not worth the amount of money you're charging. So I would focus on maybe raising prices if you're ready for that, if your book is getting full. If your book isn't getting full, maybe start working on like a membership basis, or even just really work on your quality of service for those guests that you have, because the only 2 things that I would invest my time in for marketing a salon at this point is social media, which social media you're doing, but are you doing it fully the right way? Are you only targeting people within your area? Are you only, like on Facebook, I can target women ages 30 to 50 in New Hope and maybe a surrounding town, and target that. And then what are you targeting? Are you targeting an ad? Because no one wants to see just a picture. Maybe it's like the best work you've ever done. Blast that picture out and just celebrate the picture, celebrate the hair. Don't even talk about your salon. I think a lot of people too often are just, my salon, $10 off a haircut. That's what you're going to market out there. No one wants to see that. No one wants to come to a salon that's a discount salon. They want to come to a salon that does great work. So post your best work on Facebook, blast it out to people in your area, and you're going to get a bigger response from that than you are on an ad. And the way that you can test that is post an ad on Facebook, and then not an ad, but post like a picture with your prices and all that, and then just post a beautiful picture of your work. You're going to see you get a ton more likes on that piece of work than you do on the one with all the numbers on it.
So coming from like a bystander, like the whole like SEO, like social media, SEO being search engine operating.
Yeah.
Social media, Instagram, YouTube videos, like photography, seems to come pretty naturally to you. So maybe somebody who that doesn't come naturally for, maybe they take their marketing money and invest it in themselves, take like a couple classes for photography or an SEO business class at the community college or something along those lines. So that way they know a little bit more about what they're doing with their social marketing. Yeah.
I mean, I think you can learn a lot of that stuff. I totally agree with you. The problem is I think a lot of people spend a lot of their time, taking like classes and stuff on that. But I think nowadays, like I didn't take a class on any of this stuff, and maybe it does come a little more natural to me, but it didn't really come natural. I just spent hours and hours studying it.
Oh yeah.
So I think like if you're on YouTube, it's really just paying attention to what is working. Like if you make a post on Facebook, I think a lot of people just post it up, they move on to the next post. They don't think about, well, how did people react to it? And if you start looking at your social media a little bit different, and when you make a post, take a look at it a couple days later and start analyzing what posts are working, what time they're working. There's great reports on Facebook. It's not a hard thing for anybody. I think you just spending time doing it is the hard part for
absolutely.
people.
And it's how you learn to learn how to do it.
Exactly.
Like you learn by like going on the internet and searching.
Yeah.
There's times that works for me, and then there's times that like I feel like I'm in a giant black hole and I'm in nothing but ads, and I'm just like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. And you need that hands-on kind of visual. So there's a lot of different opportunities. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money this day and age promoting your business. I also don't think you need to be out there door to door begging people to come in. I think making social media posts and taking care of the people that walk in the door are the two most important things to have a successful salon. And the fact that it's come fast and easy to you is fantastic, because it doesn't come like that to most people. And so I would take advantage of that. And if it doesn't feel like it's coming easy to all of you guys out there and not just Carly, I would say don't worry about it. It doesn't come quick and easy. I spent definitely 3 years of the whole memberships and just trying everything I could to get people to come back in the door. So, and now, we're not even doing marketing right now because we're getting new clients. I don't want an influx of more new clients because we don't really have the room right now. So that's the whole situation that we're going through and making some changes, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
I think a really good, and this is going to be like a shameless plug, a really good video for social marketing or social media marketing would be Josh Dixo's video on how to social media.
Yeah. All right, cool. So next question is from Chrissy Aveda on Instagram. She says, how do you handle no-shows? Do you have consequences for clients no-showing? Not sure if we answered this question, but I'm pretty sure we didn't, because Thad asked me about this today. This is something that because our books are full, and they're full for pretty much about 3 weeks out at this point, with almost everyone, basically. So the problem is when you have your books full and you've planned out your time and then somebody no-shows, it's very frustrating for a stylist, because you have your planned out money that you're supposed to make. If somebody no-shows, then...
Yeah, I made the mistake of adding up the money that no-showed on me last week or canceled last week.
Right.
It was very depressing.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money that leaves your book when it could have been filled with somebody that would have shown up. So are there consequences? We're working on that now. Our consequences at this point are if you become a person that does it multiple times, like Thad has a couple guests that are consecutively not showing up, you're just not allowed to pre-book. And you can call in and hopefully there's an appointment available. If there's not, you can't pre-book. And I did that to one of my guests before who wasn't showing up. And now he's back on rebooking because he started showing me that he would show up for his appointment. So I gave him another shot. It's not a negative thing. You just have to be honest with people and explain to them that, you know, I have to put people there that are going to show up. And that's just, that's the reality. You know, it's not, I don't not like you. You're a great person, but it's just.
Yeah, that's the tough part is that the 3 people that I'm most, I would say frustrated with because I like them. Like they're great people. Like once they're in the chair, like I love talking with them. I love working with their hair.
Right.
But it's that day of like canceling or like last minute like canceling that just or no showing.
Exactly. So that's what I would say. I mean, you could charge them for no shows. That's another thing. You could take a credit card. I think that's fine. People seem to be a little bit more negative about that, but I know there's a lot of salons that do it. At this point in time.
So maybe have it like that they can't pre-book their appointment, but if they are insistent on pre-booking their appointment,
then they pay.
That they have to prepay for their appointment. You can do that with a gift card and just keep that on their file and say if you don't show up, like the gift card is getting charged.
Yeah. So
that way they don't have to worry about being like, well, I don't want to leave a credit card on file. Like I don't.
It's a good call, Thad. I like that one.
Yeah.
You just make that up?
I thought about that yesterday.
That's good. I like that. That's what we should talk. So I think that's a great idea because it puts the money in the business. They don't have to leave a credit card on file. I like it.
Yeah. Security.
Good job.
Safety.
So that would be the answer. I think that's a good, solid answer.
Thank you.
All right. Sweet. All right.
Do I get the Thad Bolin show? The Thad Bolin Ice show?
Yes. Ashlyn Lou on Twitter. We got everything today. Can we see a salon tour? I'm curious about the layout. So
I mean, boom.
This is the layout. There is only one more room in this entire building, and it's our washroom.
1.5.
There's kind of a bathroom.
It's a half bath.
So we're actually working on a remodel of the salon. We have a lot of things in the works right now. It's actually the reason I haven't really been putting out as many videos because there's some days where I like the last 2 weeks have been insane. I was in Orlando and then I get back and we're working on a renovation here and we're also working on a couple other things. So there will be a salon tour video. There just we haven't needed to have one because honestly you're looking at the whole thing.
Come in the front door and then just like walk straight back.
There's nothing special about the layout of this salon. Let's put it that way. All right. Last one is Jose. Yeah, Instagram. So it says, hey, Matt, I remember in your video on how to layer fine hair, you kept the layers within the top rectangular section and cut everything below one length. How do you modify that for a client who has fine hair but also wants more texture at the perimeter and more volume in the crown? So if you guys saw the how to layer fine hair, basically I took everything from parietal ridge and layered up, and then I cut everything from parietal ridge down at a one length. Just to keep the bottom of the haircut fatter. Then we did seamless layers on the top so you didn't see that separation of the layers. If I were going to break up the bottom, I would probably cut the bottom with like a carving comb or something just to shatter it, or a little more point cutting with my scissor, and I would detail it that way. I would still not elevate the bottom because they have fine hair, so I would want to keep that heaviness to it. Would you do anything?
I actually did a similar technique on a client yesterday who has fine hair, a little bit longer than shoulder length.
Okay.
I did it completely dry. I used my Italian puffins, and I point cut it. Listen to me. I point cut the perimeter, and then I did some slide cutting around the perimeter to give it a piecier, more textured look. And then I did the same layers that you just talked about.
Sweet. So yeah, that's you can always alter everything, and that's where. You don't want to mimic everything, and I like this question because it's altering the haircut that you saw to fit your guest, and that's what it's all about. All right, cool. So those are the answers. Thank you guys so much for submitting the questions. Again, if you haven't signed up for FSC Social, go to fscsocial.com. There's a lot of you that haven't signed up.
That's awkward.
We do have 3,000 people on there now, which is
good.
So you can ask your questions, share your work, get involved in the community. That's what it's all about. So go to fscsocial.com, sign up, submit your questions, and they'll be answered on this show. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Follow Thad.
Thad Bolnized.
And follow us, everything at Free Salon Education. Also, there is nothing else, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. No idea.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next show.
Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast starts now, featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Brian Hare.
Welcome to Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, finally back on the air, live on Facebook. So if you guys want to join us every week live on Facebook, it's at around 9:30. It's really, we have
10 o'clock
right
now.
We tried, but we have the Salon Day is going to be starting in an hour, so we have a little bit of time to discuss things going on in the industry. I got Brian Hare with me.
Hi.
Drea Boland.
Hey.
Thad Boland.
Hello.
Christina Cavalcanti.
Hi.
And we're running, hi. So we're running the show live on Facebook, but so if you guys have questions and you're watching live, definitely start posting those. Brian's watching the Facebook feed. Also, we're doing this live with the GoPro, but if you want to see the full version of this show, it'll be up on YouTube in a few days. We have lots and lots of cameras around that you can't see right now, but so we're going to be shooting the cameras back and forth. So it'll be a more produced show later on.
You look like a peacock.
A peacock?
Sitting in the middle with that wheel behind you, it looks like peacock feathers.
Great. All right, so so follow us on fscsocial.com. That is our social media app. We're on there chatting. You can share the hair that you're doing and also just ask questions with other hairdressers out there in the industry. Also follow us on Facebook. Definitely Facebook now. Facebook became more legit.
Yeah, now
not
we're
that
back
it wasn't
into
legit, but it was kind of like everybody was Instagram, and now everybody's live on Facebook. Also follow us on Instagram at Free Salon Education, Twitter, and also subscribe to us right on YouTube as well. We're putting out videos constantly.
Starbucks spelled my name wrong.
They spelled Brian wrong?
Yeah.
What did they spell?
With a Y.
It's like
it's a Brian, but it's not me. Like, I haven't been going there every day for 3 years.
That's really true.
Just 3 years?
All right, my life.
And this is why you use
At
the
least
app.
they don't put the wrong name. Like, I would go there every
It
time.
says Carl.
They put Mike. Well, every time it's Mike.
I got the dirtiest look
It was
from
Nick.
some.
Oh, Nick. You're right. Yeah.
Well, you could be a Nick.
I got
think?
I got the dirtiest look from one of the baristas once because, like, with my name, I always have to spell it out.
Yeah.
And I was getting your drink, and they're like, and what do you want for this drink? I'm like, oh, it's Matt, M-A-T. I'm like, I don't know why you started that.
I still love. See, I have the habit of spelling my name for people
Yeah.
at Starbucks, and they still get it wrong.
Drea?
Nice.
Drea, yeah, D-R-E-A, and then somehow one time I came up with T-R-A-Y-E-I.
Yeah, your parents definitely put you guys at a Starbucks disadvantage.
But I don't understand. I'm like, I'm
How long
spelling
has
my
Starbucks
name
been
for
around?
you. Like, you're writing it as I'm saying the letters. How did you completely, like,
Maybe you just took someone else's cup.
no.
Well,
She came up to me and handed it to me.
Well,
Yeah.
there
I feel
it is.
I feel bad for you, but I feel like we should move on. What
yeah,
do you think?
probably.
So
That's what the show's about.
I know.
Have we mentioned how when we
It's
go
actually
into
probably the issue that half of all the hairdressers out there had this morning already. So,
So comment below some of your fun
Yeah.
how about we
Starbucks
just talk
mishap
about at gift
names.
shops how our names are never on anything?
jeez, super bitter. All right. Thank you to Mizutani Scissors, also MinervaBeauty.com. Love those guys. Check out MinervaBeauty.com. All the chairs that we're sitting in and our clients sit in every day are from MinervaBeauty.com. Also Zenigen, the product that is growing Thad hair for the first time in his life since he was a baby.
I was gonna say it's just been in recent years that I haven't been
I
able
know,
to grow
I'm
hair.
just
Wait,
kidding.
is it really?
Look. You have to watch the live show to see this, or the YouTube show to see Thad's hair growth.
Is there a camera on him? Oh, yeah.
He's feeling specs.
That's
I know, right?
The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding.
The pudding is Thad's skull.
Also, Super Silk and Vibrastraight.
Well, I was gonna say I showed John Kirshner the top of my head and then a picture of my top of my head a couple weeks ago, and he said I was growing hair. So I mean, if John Kirshner said it, then it must.
Whatever
be true.
John Kirshner says
It's
is
fact.
the truth. Oh, you know what? I forgot the tool. I have a new scissor.
Speaking of John Kirshner, we forgot
You
the
didn't
tool.
forget you didn't forget the tool, Matt.
Nice
right.
segue there, Matt.
All right, so I do have to get that scissor. It's in the back. All right, I'll get that in a little bit. So we also have a new video on YouTube, the tiered bangs haircut that I did a couple days ago. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. All right, we wanted to get into, there's a couple new things happening, and I wanted to talk about the iPhone.
Okay.
And the reason I wanted to talk about the iPhone is because I know a lot of hairdressers out there have iPhones, but also what is it going to do for you as a hairdresser? So I know Brian ordered it.
Mine
What's
comes
that?
Friday.
Are you getting into the news? Is this what you're
Yeah, this is the
considering
news. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is news.
Yeah, sorry. Segue is
I set an
a little
alarm.
rusty.
There's only a few keywords you have to use with
Yeah.
me, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty.
It's crazy.
And now the news.
I'm doing my job. No, you just have to kind of just mention it.
Yeah. All right, so we're in the news.
Fair enough.
The iPhone. So let's talk about it. Brian, why did you get it? Because I know you were excited.
I
Besides being like an Apple lover person.
So I've gotten every generation of iPhone since my very first one a bajillion years ago. I did not get the S this past time because I didn't feel that there was enough that was going to benefit me. So I was really excited for the 7. I honestly, I think it's the camera that is exciting me. It's way better. I do still like to stick with iPhone, so I'm glad that now they've stepped up the game as far as that goes. With social media being what it is now and what it can do for us and what we enjoy doing with it, I do think that having a superior camera is going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was my thought too.
I was going to say, I love how they broke it down as to why Zoom sucks on the iPhone camera beforehand.
Yeah.
And the way they put it out there, I was like, oh my God, I get it.
Right.
I now feel like I know cameras.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they gave us that education, so now I feel like I'm this hot shot photographer when my phone comes, so I can take selfies better.
But I think when you look at the world of live streaming that a lot of hairdressers are doing now,
Right.
and also Instagram photos. I mean, hairdressers are blowing up all over the internet because of Instagram and social media and all that. So having a tool like you don't have to buy an expensive camera at this point. There's some people that put out some amazing photos, and that was one thing that I did want to talk about today was I believe it's Rodney Heath Hair. I have a few photos from his Instagram. He's been tagging me. This guy has like how many followers does he have, Chris? It shows on the thing.
Is he on here?
Yeah, it's like
One of his
so
pictures
there's
on our
pictures
stream.
of his it's like a couple guys.
It's an Instagram
Yeah.
screenshot.
Is he one of the guys?
No, then it has his Instagram like title cover thing. Strip across. I feel like
Drea found it.
yeah, he has 275 followers. This guy should have like I think 100,000 followers to be honest. And it's he's putting out his work and he's doing a really good job, and I think it has a lot to do with his phone and probably shooting at a certain wall, certain angle, but he's staying very consistent in his Instagram and it's really cool to see, and I like when people are using the hashtag free salon education, I get to see that stuff, and his stands out to me every single time he tags us because it's just very consistent. It's like a portfolio. He has a look on his Instagram.
And his thing reminds me of R&Co, like his R and
R&Co, yeah. So he's got a cool logo that he puts on it. So I wanted to give a shout out to him because for him having 275 followers, I think a lot of people should go follow and see what he's doing because he's putting out some really cool work as well. So I ordered the iPhone. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the photo aspect of it. There's some things I'm not excited about, but that doesn't matter to the hair world. As like the plug and all of those things.
Oh my God, let it go.
I know, let it go. But I am excited about the photo capability.
Brian,
Which
Are you
color
gonna
did
start singing?
everyone get?
I haven't ordered mine yet. I can't upgrade until December.
I set an alarm for 3 o'clock in the morning
What color did
to
you
order it immediately. I got gold
get?
because I knew everybody was going to go for the black, And it hasn't even come out yet, and it's already backed up till November.
I know.
Me and Christina,
So
I woke up at 8 in the morning
I just
to
want
order
gold
mine because I'm not.
And when do you get yours?
October 4th.
Boom, mine comes
I
Friday.
personally don't know why the color of the phone matters because we're going to put a big bulky case on it to protect it
It's true.
anyway.
We get the matte black, me and Christina.
Matte Black?
So
Matte
black.
Beck?
Yeah.
That's like the Batman phone.
All right, cool. So so that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about with the news for today. But
That's all your news. We're getting new phones.
yeah. So trending tresses, we have that. Drea,
Yeah.
what do you want to say about that?
Oh, so we were talking about hair trends right now.
Yeah.
So LA has already started putting out their trends for the fall, and LA, just the LA hair scene has already started.
The city.
The city? Yeah.
They had a big
LA
count.
in general.
Yeah.
One of the lifestyle blogs I follow.
LA has a council, and they're like, "This is what we're doing. You guys got to get on board or move."
Okay.
Okay. So
You didn't know this, but that's how it works.
one of the lifestyle blogs I follow just put out a fall hair trends article, and I just clustered some of them together for it.
Okay.
And this is more haircuts, not color, but so I thought I'd just bring them up. We have nice little super short pixie is one of the things that's going to be trending.
I'm going to pull them up too.
Yeah,
Pull 'em up.
do it. Which I think is fun because I love a super short pixie. I think more women should do it.
Is this the after on the left again?
No, these are just
They're not
I just,
before and afters.
They're not before and afters.
She
They're
just clustered them
I
together.
clustered the short
okay.
haircuts.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to have 500 slides. I just didn't.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
It's a lot less work.
I know Thad is all about the short hair. I literally thought of Denise when I saw that one pixie.
Truth.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just there's talking about having undercuts with the long side with the long top to fall down over top of the sides.
I really like that cut a lot.
I
Me
knew you
too.
would.
I actually need to do like a video because the thing I like about it is that it is an undercut, but I like how it blends into the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's got it's a longer feel to the haircut. It's not just shaved underneath and then flopped
Right.
over. So I like
cool
that. I
too,
should do a
though.
video on that. No, it's cool, but
I like the details of it.
it's
Like
bringing
I
it to a
like
different style.
I like that it has that nice collapse shape, but has that nice smooth, sleek look as well. All right, so the next picture is of longer hair. The one I'm not a huge fan of, they're both one-length haircuts for long hair, and I just think I'm not a fan of one-length long haircuts because I just think they're heavy and bulky.
I think it's a cool trend, though. Like, it's a cool style, I think.
It's a cool style.
It's what I like about that trend is that it's going to be really easy to transition to something else
Yes.
when they decide they're over
When
it.
they're done, it's like, oh, I want a big change. Let's just add some layers.
Yeah,
and there you
boom,
go.
done. Look at
Boom.
you, whole new head
Fantastic.
of hair. You're welcome.
And then the one picture, they're talking about having the longer haircuts that are shorter in the back, longer in the front. And I just think if it's below the shoulders, it should not be shorter in the back, longer in the front.
Why is that?
Because I think it disconnects the line. Like, you don't get that nice, clean.
And so the only thing I don't like about the one length long hair is when it's just like you can tell that somebody just held it down and just cut it all at the same time. And then you see that kind of choppiness and the thick feel to it. But when it really has a strong perimeter to it and it looks like somebody did it section by section, then I really like the look of it. But the picture on the left looks like
Mary Louise Parker.
a choppier version, but then the
Yes.
other one doesn't really look one length to me. So
But I like that there's texture in the pictures.
yes,
Fixes everything.
So now
Yes.
this might just be the caffeine not kicking in yet. But if you have one length and you texturize through it, what is that? Because that's not layers, it's not graduated, it's just like
Texture.
Texture.
just texture. But would it still be one length haircut?
I think once you don't have just one length, it's not.
So like just interior layer haircut.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would just be like it would be layered at that
PC
point.
bob.
PC
PC bob.
I mean, you
PC
could
long.
try to call it a PC one length, but I don't think that really makes
It
sense.
sounds
Tattered.
It sounds
I like that
contradictory,
word.
right?
Tattered.
It's a tattered one length.
I don't think we'll be doing like.
It's like an old sail on a boat.
All right, what else we got?
All right, so we have these next two are for Brian because they're big curly hair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
These two are Brian.
These are
Clearly.
clearly this is Brian.
You
It's
can
my
see it in the
journey.
sass.
It's my upcoming journey.
What I love about both these pictures is obviously with curly hair it's just big and I love that. But I love the details around the face, the softer, shorter pieces that are being put into these haircuts.
I love seeing like the deep red violet hair color because I feel like everyone is balayage blonde at this point, which is fine. But but it's nice to see somebody like that color fits her really well.
So I liked those. And then we have the shorter bob, which everything has lots of textures with the layers, fringes coming back. Like I love in the one picture this nice big heavy fringe along the front with these nice piecey textured bobs going along with it.
Yeah, that's nice. I like also the like you can tell that her bangs are a little bit piecier and a little layered because of the color, the hair color.
I actually love the color in that photo because it's so subtle and natural.
Dre, let's give you that look.
I'm good right now. I'm good with my long hair. All right, moving on to our medium length haircuts. Once again, it's either one length with texture or a ton of layers.
Okay.
So I thought that was fun. And then we have our shaggier styles. Like I think it's the modern day shag, personally. Having all the angles around the face, lots of texture. I love that both these pictures have bangs, has a nice fringe, but one's like a nice sharp bold one, and then the other one's that softer feathery relaxed look.
Well, I think bangs look good with that type of haircut because it puts the look of a little bit of structure into a very, very textured, tattered, if you will, look.
Yes, what's
share
trending
with
in
you.
hair cutting. And I know Brian has some cool pictures as well.
I was just looking up just different. Somebody had told me they used a term that I really liked, and it was called Tumblr hair. Tumblr, like the app.
Yeah.
And just searching for that, I chose these images because I really like where style is right now. Like I shop a lot on ASOS. I know you do, and a lot of people do, obviously. And I like to look and see, what they're talking about upcoming style trends are. And I'm noticing everything right now is just that very relaxed, very lived in, less bold, less strong. They're doing softer colors. So I chose some of these pictures because they all just look very, like, not overly done.
Right.
Is that the word I'm looking for? Organic. And of course, like, she's in a field, so it makes it more organic. And
I like this Rapunzel hair.
I know. Crazy, crazy long hair. Like, I'm super into long hair right now. I don't know why. Like the next photo, obviously, she's just got that really, like, it's a strong balayage. Like, there's not a whole lot of transition in there, but it still looks very effortless, very cool. Like, you just kind of want to hang out with these people because they'll make you feel cooler because they're gorgeous. And then same thing with the next girl.
Wait, does that happen to you?
What?
Like when you hang out with certain people?
No, I am that person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
No, the next girl, she's
Matt,
just drinking some milk.
A year and a half ago, like, he would have been like, duh, that's why I came to work for you.
Not anymore.
There's a spider on my mic.
That's creepy.
It's closer to you. It's okay.
It's kind of cool.
I thought you were about
as long
to,
as
like,
it's
flick
not
it
close
and have
to
it
me,
hit.
I'm good.
All right.
He's not moving. No, and the same thing with these other couple pictures. I just grabbed them because I liked them. The girl sipping on milk with her, the effortless balayage. It's not strong. Like, there's a highlight, there's a highlight. I loved the next one with the brunette to show that you can have that lived-in sort of look without being crazy bleached out blonde. Again, she's got that medium length tattered haircut that Drea liked, but without bangs.
Without bangs, yeah.
God, I picked a lot of these pictures. I didn't know we were going to use all of them.
You
Girl
put them
with
up there. I think they're
I know. Girl with the red hat's cool. The last picture, the silhouette, it's so funny. With the Apple commercial, I was watching it, obviously, just obsessed, ready for my new phone. And while everyone online was getting really excited about in the commercial, the same-sex couple that was like revolutionary, watching their phone, I was more obsessed with this picture. It was just the little silhouette of this girl with this huge frizzy curly hair, and I loved it. Because there's another shot. They used that shot for like taking photos in low light to show how it could look, and she just has this really awesome. It's that look of I didn't do my hair, but we all know that you have to do a lot to make it look like that, and I think I'm feeling that look right now. That very, this is just how I look all the time kind of undone effect.
Cool. I like it. Good photos, guys.
Thanks.
Jeff.
Thanks, Matt.
Nice.
All right, so now let's go into, we're going to start answering some people's questions. So people have submitted questions through social media, through Instagram and Facebook and different things. We pulled them up. So if you guys want to submit a question next week, you can definitely do that. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll have a chance to ask a question. And then we'll pick somebody who asked the question to spin the wheel to win something pretty awesome. We have a very intense wheel filled with really cool sponsors. So... Speaking of Donald Scott and Mizutani, you know what I'll do is I should show this scissor. So I'll show it while Drea spins the wheel, and then we'll talk about that to finish out the show. So on the wheel, who's going to spin, Thad?
Drea.
Well,
No.
Who's
winning the
person?
prize?
Only
person's gonna
Drea
win?
ever.
All right, so...
What is that?
That's VibraStream.
I think that's the Pokemon symbol.
Well, at first I thought it was tape face.
Wait.
You're getting a Pikachu.
I was like, what's with the lightning bolt?
Yeah, you win.
I thought you
The
were
new
gonna
Harry
do
Potter
Xenogen
book?
and you did the Z backwards. I
No.
really did.
Well, at first
No, so we have Amika, who I've not talked to yet, but whatever. I'm gonna give him a shout out, and hopefully that
I love Amika.
I love Amika too, and I think
love
Amika's
the Amika
always been
smell.
so supportive of the show. I couldn't find her email address yesterday, but I think they're awesome. And if not, I'll buy you an iron from Amika. And then so we have Amika, we have Olaplex, we have Mizutani, we have Minerva Beauty on there, Sunlight's Balayage Kit, some stuff from Free Salon Education,
Donald Scott.
Xenogen, Donald Scott Carving Comb. What else we got? Ergo brushes.
If they get FSE, we're sending him this spider.
I think that's all.
I don't want him anymore.
All right, guys. So who's spinning that?
There's a lot of good questions. I think I'm going to go with the second question. I think it was it Jillian Hayden with asking about consultations.
Okay. Very cool. Jillian.
I apologize.
Jill Haddon, I think it was. Jill Haddon, I think.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. Welcome back, Splitting Hairs.
Kiyoshi. I
Yeah.
might have to send him these. All right. So congratulations. Wow. Let's start the show off right. Mizutani Scissor, and it's Jillian, right? What's
It
her
was-
name exactly on there? On Instagram.
We hate him.
I just have to find her. Sorry.
So we'll find her, but
It
email
was-
contest@freesaloneducation.com.
Jill
Jill.
_ Haddon.
Congrats.
Heck
Jill.
yeah.
Okay, so to finish off the
Oh,
show,
and her picture. It just says, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
Aww.
Like getting Mizutani
I
on the
was gonna say,
first
just
spin.
like-
New scissors available on freesaloneducation.com that are Mizutani. We have the Pen Slim, which we'll talk about next week. This week I wanted to feature another new scissor. This is from the Scorum Ruzel guys, and they just put out their own scissor. It's
Ooh.
pretty awesome. Haven't used it yet, but I definitely know I know everything about these scissors, and they're awesome. They're handmade. And I got the 6-inch because I wanted to do scissor over comb, but this scissor isn't just for barbering. And what I wanted was a scissor for men's cutting that wasn't super long. So sometimes I get the 6.5 or 7-inch for scissor over comb, but then when you work over top of the head, it's not as comfortable. So this is like the perfect length for me at 6 inches to, you know.
Everybody in the room went that way.
Not everyone's a size queen.
Christina was the first one, and then Brian went with it as well. These two.
Christina was your first?
So that's the new scissor. So check out the Scorum Ruzel scissor on the Mizutani scissor on freesaloneducation.com and check it out. We're going out. We have the you can do the intro again. So how did you like this show? Definitely let us know in the comments below. Only if you liked it, really. Just don't ruin our day.
If you didn't like it, just
If you didn't like it, don't watch it. Yeah, we're getting back into it.
has to change.
remember what your mom has told you. If you can't say anything nice, don't say nothing at all.
It's not flowing very well.
It doesn't flow. It doesn't flow because you have to click and move.
Oh, okay.
There's no flowing.
All right, we'll fix the flow.
We got this.
So
We'll figure it out.
did you like it on Facebook? Let me know that as well, and hopefully tune in live. I know a lot of you guys are headed to work during this time, but it's the best time for lighting. So
It's true.
and that's it. So follow Brian Hair.
Hairstyle on everything.
Yeah. Andrea.
Dre Day. Oh no, Hair by Dre Day.
Hair. And Thad.
Bad Bolnest.
Christina. She's
I
fine.
don't really do anything on there. It's just
Just
like
find her on our
it's just
pictures.
My family and stuff.
She's
I'm not,
fine.
Yeah.
And
It's underscore Steenie, but I don't want to be rude. But it's not anything exciting.
I don't want to be rude, but please don't. Just
No,
no, I get it.
Just
I
go in
know.
there and tell Christina she's pretty.
I don't have hair pic photos.
All right, guys, and follow us, Everything Free Salon Education. Check it out. If you use the code Splitting Hairs on freesaloneducation.com, you can get 20% off a purchase from now until for a little bit. So,
From now until a little bit.
yeah, we'll see. It'll be for a little while.
We use technical terms here.
Yeah.
Well, plus
I
they
don't know
might be
how long.
watching this like 10 months from now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it might not be good anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
You watched too late. So
Yeah,
catch
and
up.
if you said it in 2 weeks, like they think that it's still going to be 2 weeks.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next.
Bye.